Hey Dinos, how's it going today? So, I figured I would take a little bit of a break from the regular Sintopia series so that we could talk a little bit about this channel, just so that everyone watching kind of knows what's going on. So, I talked a little bit about this on TikTok already, but we haven't really discussed it here. I think I've discussed it on Snapchat, where most of you are from, so most of you probably have seen it in a story at some point in time. Back in January, I was looking for new creative outlets to express myself. So I ended up picking up the stock market for investing and video game design. Now, I know, stock market, not super creative, but I was interested in it. Still very much a novice, just like video game design. Very much a novice. A lot of stuff I do not know. Still very beginner entry, just like feet in the water, probably literally just like a pinky toe in the water for video game design. But they interested me drastically, and that became one of my, well, two, technically two. That became two of my obsessions for a good solid couple months. I would have my EDM music like going on one of my screens, and then I'd have Unity open or my portfolio open on the other screen, and I'd be like doing the stock market stuff or making my video game, or I'd be watching YouTube tutorials learning about those things because they are two big drastic worlds to learn about. But I'm passionate about learning, so I don't know. I think I'll be okay. There'll probably be some hiccups, and there's definitely been some hiccups along the way, but you don't know if you don't try. And I'm liking it. Okay, what can I say? Now, I think around roughly March, I came into some issues with the game I was working on. So I did the Flappy Bird tutorial that I'm pretty sure every kind of beginner game maker goes and finds on YouTube and tries and does and tries to do. Anyways, Game Maker Toolkit, I think is the channel. I'll put the channel on the screen here. I may be incorrect on the name. Actually, I can just literally go look it up right now. What am I talking about? Yeah, Game Maker Toolkit. I did his Flappy Bird tutorial, and then Broski gave me homework. I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do homework, I'm just going to redo the game, and we're going to make it something different. So I took the Flappy Bird idea, and I created Ice Cream Escape. Now, again, let me be clear. Novice. This is just a game to see if I can actually make a game because it was something that was interesting me. And I was like, okay, bet, let's check it out. I want to see how it goes. So we try and make a game. Now I ended up coming to a bug. The bug frustrated me. I was working on the main menu of all things. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but sure enough to say it twice because I've said it on TikTok and now here. But yeah, I was working on the main menu of all things. And then in the actual gameplay for the endless rounds, when the ice cream dude went through, it's still pipes. I need to switch them over the hands. That was something that I was going to do before I got the bug. And then story continues. So when the ice cream dude goes through the hands dash pipes and gets a point because they didn't hit them, it's supposed to add a score to the score. But it stopped adding the score. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So I spent a weekend trying to figure that out. And it was just frustrating me. And I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. So because I was learning the stock market video game design while working, and I had a lot of stuff kind of going on in my personal life, I was just like, you know what? Okay, we're going to focus on one new activity, get a kind of more handle on that one, and then we'll come back to it. So I decided to focus on investing because I was having a little bit more success with investing. Although, let's be real, very much was having so much fun with both of them. But investing was doing a little bit better. Not something drastically amazing, oh my God, I'm going to go be a day trader. But it's good learning about building financial security for my future. Yes, I'm 30 years old. I'm doing it a little bit late. Should have been starting my portfolio and investing when I was in my early 20s. But hey, at least I'm not doing it in my 40s. So yeah, like I said, I ended up putting video game design and learning about that on the back burner. Haven't actually opened Ice Cream Escape since. The past couple weekends, I've been getting the itch to dive back into it. Now, because of the bug, I think when I do, I'm just going to start it fresh. Although opening it, I'm looking at it and I'm like, maybe I'll try to fix it up. We'll take a weekend, look through the code, see if I can figure out whatever I did. It actually, now that I think about it, it might have something to do with the character sprites because I also changed the bird to the ice cream. And I don't remember if I tried to do a run through after that. So that might have been it. So it might be something in the character sprite script that I need to go back and look at. But so that leads us into this channel where, again, we're doing the Let's Plays. I'm doing the Sintopia series. I want to bring other games to the channel as well. In a couple months or realistically sooner because, as I said, I've been getting the itch to get back into video game design again, especially now that life is kind of like settling down and I'm starting to find more me and feel myself again. I'm picking up my hobbies again and it's nice. But yeah, as I start making the games, I want to do devlogs and post them and share the journey with you to help build like hype around the game, get everyone like interested in it, and just like share my skills as they develop and grow. Because like, as I stated, very much a novice. Please don't judge me too harshly on the game. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, damn, I was like super proud of this. And like, don't get me wrong, I am still proud of it and it's there, but I'm like, there's a lot of things that like, I don't know. Not that I could do better, but just like the artwork, if I'm being honest. But like, we'll just show you. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? So this is Ice Cream Escape. Now, let's switch it to game so we can see it like that. How do I make it full screen again? Like I said, it's been a while since I've opened up Unity. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, I think I remember how I made it full screen. I exported it and then I was actually playing the game itself. That's probably how. Okay, well, we're gonna just deal with it as is. But I was pretty sure I was able to like, I don't know, make it full screen at one point in time. But maybe not. I'll watch some tutorials again because obviously I need a refresher. But this is Ice Cream Escape! Don't judge too harshly. Actually, wait a sec. And we're in the game. Now, keep in mind, again, like I said, novice, beginner, trial game, learning to see if I can make a game and figuring out how to actually do stuff. But this is the main menu of Ice Cream Escape. And if I'm being honest, I spent a lot more time on the menus than the gameplay itself so far. That's okay, because like, that's also part of designing a game and I was having fun with it. As you can see, I was learning how to do animations for my buttons and shit. And like, it needs to be like properly tidied up and maybe like aesthetically more pleasing. And I definitely need to work on my art skills. But just like attempt at doing like art in a long time. And I did it digitally on Kira on my laptop. So like, I am proud of it. The Bob looks rough. Not gonna lie, Bob looks rough. Pretty pixelated and liney compared to these ones. I think I did that in a pixel art thing. So like, keep in mind, a lot of this is just like placeholders until I get a little bit better with my artwork skills, which is why the video game design isn't like supposed to be starting until like 6 months into the YouTube channel to give me time to like build up the YouTube channel and also work on my skills some, take a couple courses, practice my art skill, practice my music composition skills so I can make music so it's not just quiet in the background right now. But yeah, I think I fell a little bit into scope creep too, if I'm being honest. Can't lie. Because my leaderboard button, it doesn't work. Shit. I'm gonna have to reopen the game. I remember making a leaderboard screen at one point in time. Don't know what happened to it. Might have deleted that scene. But that's okay. We're gonna restart the whole thing from fresh anyways. But yeah, like I said, artwork needs to get like revamped, updated. I'm not actually that upset with the ice cream cone. Broski, what did I do there? Third time's a charm. So yeah, I'm not actually like upset with not the ice cream cone, but the ice cream bowl. I like it. So this is the main screen. You have Ice Cream Escape, the title. It's doing its little animation thing. It's a little crazy. I'd like to soften it, slow it down. As you can see, I was trying to go for like a minty, vanilla, cotton candy, cloudy, like very soft color scheme. Probably going to change a little bit of the colors up some. Also would like to have these lines not be so harsh and maybe blend into each other. All of this is going to be revamped and reworked. But you have Bob here. You have player selection. I hate how big it is, but I had to make it big in order to work. Like I said, it's the first game I'm making. It's just a trial game to see if I can actually make a game. And yes, I might have got a bug and disappeared for a little bit from game design, but how it be sometimes. So I'm just going to delete all the characters for a sec. Go back to the main menu. As you can see, there's no profile selected. So because there's no profile selected, the play button is grayed out and it won't work. We gotta go create a character. So we go over to the ice cream scoop for the player selection, which I hate this ice cream scoop, but that was the best I could do if I'm being honest. I need to work on my art skills. I know, that's a thing. But yeah, so in order to unlock the play button, we gotta go create a player. So we go over to the ice cream scoop. We get the Have We Met Before screen, and there's no one there. So we go hit create player, and this is where my characters come into play. And again, better artwork is needed. But you can be a bowl, a waffle cone, or an ice cream cone. You can be like cotton candy, mint, vanilla, chocolate. You got like caramel sauce, or maybe that looks a little bit more butterscotchy. It's supposed to be caramel, but I guess it's butterscotch looking more. Marshmallow and chocolate toppings. And then you type your name in. You save your name, you're able to play the game. Before we go to the game, we're not hitting leaderboard. We learned our lesson last time. We do got settings. Still need to do some stuff there. I don't remember what this was going to be or what my plan was for that, if I'm being honest. But we got master volume. We got... Why is that slider not working? Oh, I don't think I changed the color on those ones yet. There's still a lot of stuff that needed to be done to it. Let's be real. Added a whole settings screen, and you can even get to that from the game menu. This is the quit button. We're not going to hit it because that's going to close the game down. Leaderboard button didn't work. But that's where I felt like I kind of started falling into the scope creep a little bit. Because for a game that is a trial game, first game, let's just see if I can make a game. I wanted to add leaderboards, which was not just going to track your personal scores, like your personal times for both the endless and the levels, because there's 2 different game modes that I wanted to make, but compare your score to high scores of everyone that has an account in that game. So like if there were 2 players, you could compare Bob and your scores in the leaderboard, or a global leaderboard for all players who had the game. Why am I trying to add that to a trial game that I'm just making to see if I can make a basic game? But yeah, so then you get to the play button. Now, I needed to make artwork for these, obviously, but there was going to be levels and endless. And in the levels, it doesn't go anywhere. Fine. I didn't get that far yet. The levels, I wanted to have 20 levels, and it was going to have like a story mode of like these little ice cream family, and you're starting off in an ice cream shop, and then the first like 5 levels are you trying to like get out of the ice cream shop, going through like paths and everything like that. Level 6 through 10, you were going to be like moving through the street, because the whole goal of the story mode was like you guys were chilling in your ice cream shop and you were told by your ice cream buddies about this like bar down the road that you wanted to go to, and you're like, hey, I don't want anyone to eat me, I want to go find some like other ice cream cones and mingle, so we should go to the bar. And then you're going through all this journey to try to get to the bar. I don't know, it's my first game, don't judge, or judge if you want, but like just try to be kind. So then levels like 11 through 15, we're going to be like more beach themed, where you're trying to like not melt in the sun and everything like that. And then levels 16 through 20, you're finally getting to the club, and then you're at the club, you're partying it up. It's a vibe. Now, the endless mode is the one that I was working on first, because that's kind of what the Flappy Bird tutorial is. It's an endless mode. So in the endless mode, you're still in the ice cream shop. You're not leaving the ice cream shop. You are on top of the display counter, and your ice cream buddies are all the way on the other side of the display counter. And you got to try to like zoom across the display counter as people are like grabbing from each side and trying to reach you, because they want to eat you because you're an ice cream cone and it's a hot summer day and everyone wants ice cream on a hot summer day. So you got to dodge all these hands coming to get you and all that shit. So we get to the endless mode, which pause. Okay. Yes. You see pipes. Did not switch the sprites. You do see a hand though. Please don't judge my artwork. I said I need to work on my art skills. Oh my god, look at my hand. So what I want to do is, as the hands get close to the ice cream cone, I want it to like switch into an animation where it's trying to reach and grab in some way, shape, or form. Need to draw all that, obviously. Need to animate it all, obviously. And then you have your ice cream cone, which is whatever character you selected. Like, as you can see here, it is the one that I made. But if we, oh wait, no, I don't want to restart. I want to go... Can I not go main menu from here? See, there's a high score menu there. That doesn't go to the leaderboard though. So that's not what I was looking for. And I don't have a main menu button, which is kind of needed, because now I can't get back to the main menu to show you what I was going to talk about. Whatever character you have selected is saved to the game, and you're playing as it. I'm pretty sure I'm playing as me right now, but what we're going to do is... Also, how is there no quit there? Broski. And my settings doesn't even link up. Broski! Okay, well, that's fine. There's a lot of things that need to be done with it. So like I said, you can still see the pipes. Need to switch that over. I'm honestly thinking I'm just going to restart the whole thing when I do it. Because, like I said, there is an issue where if you go through the pipes, you no longer increase the score in the corner. Oh, I guess I died. And I'm supposed to, like, fall down. Oh, there's like a couple things. Oh my God. That means it is the sprites because when it was the bird, if you hit the pipe, you would not be able to move. Yeah, I can still move. Okay, so there's something that was added to the bird script that is not added to my current sprite script. Maybe we can just salvage this game, but I still kind of want to start it fresh, if I'm being honest. It's been a long time since I've like been in it. I would like to just start it off anew. So if you want, we can look through some of the script. These ones are all pretty basic. You just got like the pipe spawning script, or that one's the pipe moving script. This one's the middle of the pipe script where it adds the score, player movement. This one is probably the one that this was the bird script. This is the player movement script. If I look at Unity, which let's drag Unity over here, if we go to the play menus, or no, not play menu, endless rounds, player sprite, we got player movement script, we got all of that there. So what is on? Watch us just figure it out right here. The bug that literally drove me insane and caused me to not work on this game for months. Watch us literally just figure it out right here. So bird script, let's see what we got. Logic script to talk to logic. Do we have the logic script to talk to logic on there? We do player is alive equals true, move speed, rigid body. We have rigid body, flap strength, which would be the move speed. Rotations aren't needed. Play flap sound. We don't have a flap sound. Bird wing, that's the animation. Okay, so logic flap equals game object flapping. Bird wing equals game object tag wing. Okay, so that finds the flap sound. This is another thing that I did. I made all these annotations, not in all of them, obviously. I was going through and making annotations in a lot of things, but not in all of them. Just to like remind me later on when I'm reading through what shit is doing. I want to unpin Broski, fine. We're just gonna do this. These are ones we're looking at right now. So that's the movement. That's if it goes over certain positions. If player is alive, float, move Y, input access vertical, up arrow keys down, vector move equals new vector, 0 move Y. My rigid body, that's not lined up how it was before, but it's moving. That was to help me rotate, because that's the pipe middle script that has the scoring stuff. Logic, game object, and object logic, add score. There we go. Private on void, collision. So how, private on void, we can definitely move. That's not working though. It is in the logic script, right? Logic game over. Because that wasn't working, right? No, the game over screen works, but I can still move. It was the add score one. Where's the add score? Oh, up here. If bird alive equals true, player score, that adds all the score and changes the scorecard. One sec. Why did I have the bird script tagged on there? Because there's nothing with the bird script. This is the logic script. Okay, well, we can actually just close that because we're in Unity now. We have the... It is that! Okay. Okay. So I need to switch bird script into player movement. Did I just get it? Maybe. Okay, so now I just need to tag the game object in Unity. Control S to save? Yes. Tag the game object in Unity itself, not a bird tag anymore. It is, I think I said movement. Okay, so let's see if setting it to the movement tag, and then let's do a quick save, see if it works. But I updated my things. In the logic script, it's now player movement, not bird move, more bird script. Okay, anyways, it's 2:30 in the morning. If I keep fucking around with this, I'm going to be up all night and I do have to work here. So, unfortunately, whatever it did seems to have broken the game a bit. And the only thing I changed was in here. What if we just undo everything? And I can play it again. Okay, so something I just did there kind of did fuck it up. Why'd my game over screen not load this time? Why'd dude still moving? Let's see, what would I do now? Now my pause button don't work. Anyways, though, with that, I think I'm going to be ending it here. I hope you have a great day or night or whatever time it is for you when you're watching this video. Obviously, have a lot of work to do. Have a lot of stuff to learn. Had a lot of fun making it, had a lot of fun learning it. Still have a lot of stuff to figure out. At least my game over screen works on this one. I guess with the game over, I'm a head out and peace. Now, I do think I'm going to end the video here. So if you guys have enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Maybe also share it out with a friend. I would appreciate that and it would help me out very much. I have a lot of work that I need to do with this game. There's no question about that. Looks pretty rough. I was still proud of it, and I am still proud of it, even if I have some bugs there. I'm gonna take a couple courses. There's online courses that you can do to help develop your skills more. Continue to watch tutorials, continue to learn over the next couple months, and like I said, I'm probably gonna start this game fresh. Please don't judge the artwork. I'm looking at the artwork. You can't tell that that is a what are they called? Display counter, display shelf, whatever it's called. It looks a little rough. I'm no artist, but we tried. Honestly, we could also just get AI to do it for us. May look at that option. I wanted to at least try making the artwork myself. And I still want to work on my art skills so that I can make art in the future, but we'll like see what AI gives us for options. So who knows? But yeah, don't judge too harshly. Again, it's just a trial game to see if I can actually make a game. Kind of frustrated me and then dropped it for a little bit. But as I said already before, I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, was also learning about the stock market. I'm excited to get back into it and continue learning. As you can tell by the game, I actually did quite a bit. Like, you can save your character file, and if you close the game and open it, it remembers what character you had loaded last. And you can change for different options for your characters, and like the menu buttons all switch and or dance around and move. So there was like a lot that I did accomplish for the couple months I was working on. I think I was doing it for like 2 months. So there is a lot that I did accomplish and I do feel proud about, but I definitely think I don't want to say I could have done it better because I haven't done anything in a while, and like I can't say my skills have very much improved considering I haven't done anything in a while, but like maybe differently or just change a little bit. Anyways, though, I hope you have a great night and I'll see you in the next video. Rawr.